but see. And as we go into the word today, we're in the book of Joshua. We're in the book of Joshua where in Genesis the word was promised, the promised land, where the children of Israel were promised by Abraham before they even existed, the promised land, right? Remember that, right? We spoke on that a few weeks ago. So now we're at Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua. Now we're here in a whole nother book after the promises hundreds and hundreds of years. Amen? But the promise did not waver. The God of promise did not waver. And God himself told the children that the land was theirs. He told them, the land is yours. He told them exactly who inhabited the land. He told them exactly where the land was. He even gave them the roadmap and guided them how to get there. He made it pretty easy. Just like in today, Israel, the children of Israel are a type of church. They resemble the church. So when we look back at them, that's why I bring up them a lot of times, because the church resembles the children of Israel. They had their freedom, but the fight was not with any other thing than within themselves. The fight wasn't against the Amalekites as so much as it was against themselves. The fight wasn't against the Hittites as much as it was against themselves. Not so much against the Jebusites or the Amorites, more so against themselves. Because what they kept encountering was the natural man. What they kept encountering was a natural inclination to say, I see myself versus the promises of God. What they kept encountering was my past is so messed up. How can I be blessed in my future? They kept encountering the personal limitations. They kept encountering the personal coaching that left them beneath the promises and the privilege of God. They kept having to rehash the old person so the new person couldn't inhabit anything. Something about capacity. If your capacity is not right, you cannot build. God is trying to get our capacity right so he can bless us with the promises. And more so than anything else, it's not the opposition that's outside, it's the opposition that's inside. It's not the walls that someone else sets up against us. It's the walls that we erect ourselves. It's not the walls that we keep things out in. It's the walls that we keep things in. So when the children of Israel, this is years later, they've gotten a lot better now. You got to know that God swallowed up a whole lot of them. He didn't let some of them enter in, and it was different time. And Moses has just died. And so now the mantle goes to Joshua. And so now Joshua is told by God, be courageous. I was with Moses, I'll be with you the same way, so just know that. And he said, everywhere that your foot steps, I'm giving you that land. There's something about territory. There's something about understanding how to take territory. There's understanding about how you relate to the promise of the territory that's yours. Anybody here own anything? It's yours. Can somebody tell you that it's not yours? No, because you own it. Because you paid a price, because you went through the sacrifices, you did the paperwork or whatever it did for it to become yours. Well, let me tell you something. An inheritance that the Lord is talking about only belongs to the children of God. The inheritance of the righteous only belongs to the righteous people of God. So there is not, even if the enemy steals it, he can't use it. Because it's not a promise for him. Even if he takes it away from you, he cannot use it. Because by design, a promise does not come to him. Come on, somebody. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that they have gone through a process. The murmurers, the complainers, they pretty much behind them now. And it's still some of that in them, but not as much, not as prevalent. They've learned throughout time. And they've learned that God has fought battles for them up to this moment. And they learned that God never left them nor forsake them up to this. I'm trying to talk to the church. They learned that even